Hello everyone, TWR Studios here, ready for the final part of the TWR 2022 review. Today, we're going to be looking at the Figure 8 Track Pack. I don't know why they call this a pack, because it's basically a set, but let's get into it. First of all, the box. The box has to be able to give out visual representation of the product that you're buying, and I feel that this does it pretty well. The detail on the box looks really nice. It's basically just one of those regular wooden railway boxes, but it just has a really nice feel. I just really like it. We get a clear picture of what we're getting as well, which is also really nice. On the back, we have everything that's going to be included, which basically this includes 24 pieces, so it's pretty easy. And I really like this wood Thomas in the bottom and the front. On the side, it's also got a lot of the pictures and such, and the Thomas Wooden Railway logo, and it's all really nice. Anyways, the box is done. Now, let's finally get into the opening of this thing. To open this, you're gonna just have to cut some tape, and you're in. Once you do, man oh man, look at this. Let's quickly look at this collector's guide, instruction manual, I don't know, but it's one of each, I think. Here we have the way to put the set together, and then we also have the catalog for all the items that are currently available. So it looks really nice, and I feel it's a great inclusion. Everything seems to be packaged pretty nice, but as Liam Kim Video says, box bloat is important, and this thing has lots of box bloat. I'm not really a fan of it after Leo Kim Video has said it, so that's the reason why I'm really bringing it up. Anyways, enough about how this thing is packaged. We want to see the actual set, so let's unwrap everything. And here it all is. What we get included in this set is a special Thomas, a cargo car, 12 curves, 4 small pieces of straight track, 2 wood adapters, an intersection, a little cargo station, and 2 pieces of cargo. These wood adapters are kind of useless, they're not really used in the set, and these probably are going to be expired in the next year because I don't think they'll be producing these. So really, these don't matter that much. Let's now put the set together. And here we are. Here is the actual set. Let's talk about it. Well, there isn't really that much we can bring up, but how about we just go ahead and show what it looks like how to play in the set. Thomas goes to this little cargo station and picks up some cargo. Load that into your cargo car, and then go around the infinite loop of track. Look at him go. He's going quite fast, I must say. Yeah, I don't really think that this set's really made for me, so yeah. Let's talk about the stock that's included. First, Thomas. The details are kind of just useless. I don't really see why, but just to make it special. But the face. I love this face, and I really wish that it was just put onto the normal Thomas, because the box shows that we actually would have gotten the normal Thomas face, but this one has a better face, and I really wish that we had this one. It would totally make the model look better. The cargo car is nothing standard, it's not really anything to be excited about, but I really do like the new design. It just looks kind of different, to say the least, and it just looks nice. The 2 pieces of cargo included are this pipes thing, I'm guessing. It's just a bunch of pipes. But I love how the magnet is not visible anymore. It just looks so much more realistic and would make a lot more cargo look nice. And then we have this little flat thing. We have some wood with a beaver on one side and rocks on the other. Both of these pieces of cargo go into this little station thing, or cargo pickup. I really like this piece, by the way. It just has this tarp-like thing, and I really like it, and it tells you basically that this is the cargo stop, so it's really nice, and both pieces of cargo are able to fit in really nicely. The intersection piece, while it doesn't have any grooves, it's really nice, and I just like how the trains just seem to glide along it. Let's dive into some cons with this set now. Here's the one that's the biggest, and the biggest letdown in my opinion. Thomas, the engine included, basically barely works with this set. A lot of the times as I pushed him around, he comes off the rails and the curves. I don't know really why this is the case, but it's just so strange how Thomas himself just would not go. It's an absolute letdown, and I'll explain why in a little bit. Also, the track, I really have a problem with it this time. A lot of the track pieces feel very, very rough, and that's not really good because it was kind of hard to put some of these in, as seen by this one. And then the clickety-clack track part, it's nothing really special. Why? Because the actual thing doesn't work. We don't hear a clickety-clack. At least on my desk I don't. But it's just so strange how that's the case. Anyways, now that I've talked about the set, how about we test other engines on it? First of all, we have Percy, and he does a pretty good job of navigating this set. He doesn't come off the rails that much, and he's just a nice experience, honestly, especially with how small he is. Next up, we have Nia, and she also works really nice. I think I now understand why they chose the design choice they did for James and Nia, as it just looks really nice for them. Next up, we have Henry, and Henry goes along this set pretty nicely. As you can see, he is rolling along with his tender, and it's staying, and for some reason, his 6 wheels don't come off the rails. I wonder why. Let's quickly test out a truck, and it works pretty fine. It's nothing really special. It's just a truck, runaway, yippee. Then we have Edward, and Edward works really fine, and for some reason I held him by the dome, and when I realized this, I realized how well he was taking the set. It's kind of strange how Edward, just by taking the dome, is working. And here is Toby, and he does quite a good job as well. It's kind of cool, but also not really, because it's nothing really special. It's just Toby, plus his model sucks, so yeah. Now I think you can see why I'm sort of angry that Thomas doesn't really work that well. It's just that all the other engines can, and not even he can. It just feels off, to say the least. Here's another test I did, a regular wooden railway Thomas on this set, and it does pretty well. And I don't really hear the clickety-clack track either with these guys, so yeah, must be something up with the grooves. Maybe make them a little bit more into the track, I don't know. But let's now try the best thing. An entire goods train. Thomas pulls this goods train pretty well. Then we have Edward, who has a tender, and he takes this set pretty well. I thought the trains were actually going to collide, but luckily they didn't, so that is a plus, and it just looks really nice. Then we have Henry, and later on I decided to add Edward's tender, and he does pretty well pulling this goods train. It looks really nice, and that just means lots of fun, basically. Overall, what are my opinions on this set? I think it's a pretty good set. I just wish Thomas would work a little bit more, but other than that, this thing looks pretty nice, and I definitely recommend it if you're getting into the new line, or just getting into wooden railway in general. Anyways, with that, the entire TWR 2022 reviews are over. Thank you all for joining this journey with me, and I'll see you in the next video.